afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it a lot. My name is William Tao. I'm a graphic designer. A little bit about myself. I'm a Adobe student representative. So I'm here today to introduce you guys to Adobe Creative Cloud. And does anybody know what Adobe Creative Cloud is? Any hands?
Yeah, I have it.
You have it? How do you like it?
I'm not a very creative person, so I struggle with it.
Yeah.
But I got it to try to build an application for iOS. So.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, it's
a
a
website.
Yeah, it's Adobe's new campaign where they would they'll give you all the products for $20 a month for a student price, but after a year it goes up. But every update, every plugin, and all the you also get other benefits as well, 20 gigs of hard 20 gigabytes of cloud hard drive and a Behance for both. So and it's the new generation of creative and teamwork. And I provided a trial link on the Facebook event page, so if you guys are interested in downloading your own trial version, you may. So we're going to go into branding, and I know that many of you guys are entering the Poly Founder, what is it again? Bronco Startup competition. So, I'm here today to introduce you guys the creative side of branding your own company and business. And when you guys hear the word brand or branding, what do you guys think of? Any hands?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Your image?
Image,
Your image
yeah.
to the public.
Correct.
Advertising.
Advertising. All right, yeah, those are all correct answers. And branding is basically, like a symbol, an icon, a representative of what your company is. So it's like a kind of like a hint of what the company is. So when you're creating a logo, you have to think about, does it work vertically? I mean, we all want a pretty logo, right? We all want something that it's all sophisticated and all that kind of stuff. But creating a logo, it's like its own art. So you can't just have any kind of logo to represent your company, because if you have any kind of logo to represent your company, you might not be as successful. So these are the steps when you are designing a logo. So you have to ask yourself, or you have to ask the designer, does it work vertically? And does it work without a box around it? And you should sketch it. And when you're thinking about branding your own company, you should think about fonts too. So you can think about image, you think about fonts, and you can't have too many fonts, and you can't have script. You also use cursors and stuff. So this cursors don't really help much unless you're a really old brand like Coca-Cola, and it will represent your company very well. So as I go through each of these steps, I will also explain them with examples afterwards. We can't. So while designing a logo, or when you're directing a designer to design your logo, you make sure that it's not abstract. It's very straightforward, and it reads within 5 seconds. So kind of like what you call it? A logo. I'm thinking of a logo. Let's say Facebook. When you see the F, the blue, you recognize quickly, right? And like Twitter, you see the bird and the light blue, you recognize and you know that it's Twitter. And like I said before, branding your logo is a hint of what your whole company is. So the brand is the sum of everything the logo isn't. So a logo is a suggestion, and an impression, a clue. So like I've been saying before, so a logo is just it's the face of your whole company. And for yourself, I mean, if you're designers or not, you have to think about what will make your logo successful, and besides creative as well. So it has to work very well, and it has to read very well, and it also has to be successful. So, and there's a lot of so the trend. I'm going back and forth right here now. Let's see. Okay, fix that. Okay. All right, so I will be showing you some, some ideas and some creative thought process when you're creating your brand. Typography is an important part of branding your logo because creating a logo has to have personality, and your logo cannot be a square with creativeness and you have electrical engineering company, so nothing relates. So in typography, fonts, typefaces, they all have personality, and you have to use the right one to represent your company. Otherwise, people will get these confusions. And color is also very important when you're designing a logo because color also has add personality to your logo and brand. When you guys see red, what do you guys think of?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Organization.
Organization. All right. Let's switch the color here. Blue. What do you guys think of when you guys see blue, purple?
Facebook.
Bikini Island.
Yeah. And in this day in modern time, color is used in everything. It's used in magazine ad. It's used in product design, packaging design, and it's also used in advertising, TV commercials. So it's they always throw these colors around, and in our mind is recognizing these colors and it's brand. So color is important. So when you're designing your company, when you're putting your company together, you also have to think about the creative side. It's is the logo, the brand that you're creating is going to help push society forward. So let's look at the Pepsi logo. Why is the Pepsi logo so successful? Just by looking at it. It's just raise a hand. There's no wrong answers.
Simple.
Simple.
Red, white, and blue.
Patriotic, maybe. Anybody else?
It looked like a soda can.
Yeah. So the Pepsi logo has been here for a while. It has been in history for quite a while. It used to be Pepsi Cola, a part of Coca-Cola. I mean, maybe some of you guys may know that, right? But so they became their own brand. So, red and blue, it's double complementary. That's what red and blue is used so much in a lot of stuff because they're double complementary, and complementary means they complete each other. So logo works. It works vertical. And it could be put on in every advertisements. So let's go on to their website. You see how the color is used, and overused, and it's used throughout the whole website. So it's a theme, it's consistent. So when you're creating a company, you have to be consistent with your colors and branding and tag. So here are some fast food logos. What colors do you guys see here the most?
Red and yellow.
Right.
And yellow.
Okay. And why do you guys think that they use those colors?
It draws the eye's attention quickly.
Okay. Okay.
Cause a person to feel hungry.
Okay.
Because I red and yellow and then make people more hungry.
Yes, and that is correct. Red and yellow do make people feel a certain way. So red and yellow specifically makes people hungry. Makes you go in there quick and get out. And it just makes you adrenaline kind of thing. So if you put blue for a logo, you kind of just, it's kind of like a restaurant. You want to go in, you want to sit down, and you want to eat. So it's kind of like IHOP or Taco Bell, that BP kind of thing. So you have to think about color because color has personality. And green, if you want to go green, what do you guys think when you guys see green?
Starbucks.
Starbucks? Or just generalized, what do you guys think when you guys see green?
Like recycling and all that stuff.
Recycle, green. So yeah. And okay, so let's go into logo revisions and a variety of logos when you're developing your final decision of what you want. Yahoo did this whole campaign of revising their logo for 30 days. So each day they've been like changing the logo, you know, to the next one, to the next one. And there are some logos that I actually really like, but you know, when they came up to the last one, you guys know what the last one looked like? The final one looks like? Yeah. And what do you guys think of that one?
What was the original one? I forgot.
The original one, let's see this. Yeah, that's the original one right there.
The bottom one, right?
Yes, the bottom one.
For that one.
Yeah.
They went full.
So what's the difference between the new Yahoo logo and the bottom and the previous one?
The previous was more goofy looking.
Yeah.
It shows more emotion or the
Yes.
idea of Yahoo.
Personality and emotions. Anybody else? Yeah. And like I personally don't like the new logo because the new logo it's so thin. It just doesn't have any personality. It's so flat, and you know you can't really be playful with that as well because when you design a logo, they're making all these embossed and 3D type of looking things. So it's like that's not very successful in the branding, area. But I don't know why they did it, but it seems like it's working. But yeah, so the previous logo has a lot more personality, and it has, that kind of like that Yahoo kind of a thing, So, and yeah, and that's the end of my presentation. And let's see, how much time do I have? About 20 minutes?
You got 40 minutes, man.
Man, all right.
All the time in the world.
So I was gonna, help you guys. I know that some of you guys are entering the Broncos startup competition, correct? And I was gonna like pick one of you as a participant and design your logo, like right here and then. So, it's like, all right, one of you guys pick a number from like 1 to 10.
7.
7. 4.
3.
5. You're the closest one. So, so give me your idea. Let's see the
No, the surrounding.
No, it was green.
Someone was 3 hours, 4, someone else is 5.
Wait, what was the number?
I should have said 11.
He doesn't know.
Guess there's 7.
So that quality shirt chose.
I know. It's big.
Nah.